Aditya Agarwal, Head Technical Research Way to Wealth, is now joining us live. Aditya, good afternoon. What's your view as far as closing is concerned today? Where do you expect the expiry to happen?
Afternoon, Pankaj. Well, as far as overall market is concerned, then for short term, we are expecting that Nifty rally has been done, and now it's time for consolidation in the market. 75, 80, 76, 76, 20. This 40, 50 points band is a very strong resistance zone for Nifty, and the same is reflected by if we see the options data. That means we are clearly seeing heavy call lighting in 75, 76, 77 in all these three strike options. Today markets were up, but then also we have seen that at the money, that is 7600 call option has added almost 7 lakh shares in open interest. So this clearly indicate that players are not expecting a much this rally will continue for some more time, and Nifty is going to break 7600. And we are also expecting the same thing. We are expecting that from these levels, Nifty may see some pullback, and on lower side, Nifty may come towards 7400 to 7380 levels. So from these levels, we are expecting some 140 to 150 points correction in Nifty. So we are advising our clients to make short position at current levels with a stop loss of 7620, and on lower side target will be 7400 to 7350. As far as expiry is concerned, we are expecting that now till expiry market will be a more or less range bound, and we will see expiry somewhere in the range of 7500 to 7550 levels.
Right. We've seen a lot of call writing activity at 7500 levels. You think that will act as a big stiff resistance, or that is already acting as a stiff resistance?
Well, if you see last 1 week of trading session, then 75, 76, this 100-point band is acting as a very strong resistance level, and we are seeing some bout of profit booking. Means in last 2 days, we have seen that global markets have retraced sharply. Then we have seen a rally of almost 2 to 3% in all the global markets. But in Indian markets, if we see, then we see some pullback from lower levels. But on higher side, 75.50, 75.60, around those levels, we are seeing some selling pressure. So we are expecting that this selling pressure will continue, and Nifty we need to remember that Nifty has seen a rally of almost 8 to 10% in last 2 weeks. So now we need to consolidate in this range, 73.50, 75.50. This 200 points, 230 points band is now a trading zone for Nifty. And from current levels, I think downside is much more as compared to upside.
Right. Some of the names like Tata Motors still continue to look good despite the market outlook being that 150 points we may fall 150 points.
Well, definitely means if we see Tata Motors, then this stock has seen a sharp correction from 600 to 630 odd levels to 270 odd levels, and now this stock is in some retracement mode. We are expecting that this stock may again can retest 400 to 410 levels. So still some 10 to 12% upside is still there in Tata Motors. We are seeing some fresh long position getting built up in Tata Motors, Maruti, both these auto counters. So we are expecting the auto sector will now outperform market, and this auto sector will continue to see some more rally from current levels.
Right. Overall auto space or only Tata Motors particularly?
Well, overall auto space, if we see Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti, Tata Motors, and if we see two-wheeler sector, then Bajaj Auto is one stock which is looking very good. So more or less overall auto sector is looking good from these levels.
Right. Any other sector that's looking good? Do you like pharma? That's also been resilient into this rally?
Well, if you see pharma, then pharma is more or less stock specific. Means Dr. Reddy is one stock which is looking good, and I will from above 3271 may initiate long position in Dr. Reddy. Above that, we are expecting levels of 3500 to 3600 levels. But if you see Sun Pharma and Aurobindo Pharma, both these stocks are a little bit. We are seeing some profit booking at higher levels. So I will one should avoid making long positions in both these counters. So pharma will be a stock specific, and overall I won't bet my money on all the pharma counters. It will be stock specific like Dr. Reddy and Lupin. These are the two counters which are looking good, and one can make long position in both these counters.
Right. How would you look at something like a Jubilant Foodworks, a Colgate Palmolive? Generally doesn't see a lot of volumes, but today the price action was good and volumes were decent.
Well, Jubilant Foodworks has seen a sharp rally, and now this stock is in some pullback mode. I mean, on higher side, if we see, then 1200 is immediate resistance, and if that resistance zone is broken, then the stock may rally towards 1300 to 1350 levels. So risk reward ratio is clearly in favor of buyers, and Jubilant Food stock is looking positive for the short to medium term perspective. And in Jubilant Food, one can initiate long position at current levels also, and if this stock break 1200 levels, then one can add some more long positions with a target of 1300 to 1350, and the lower side stop loss will be 1140. 240. Similarly, we see Colgate Palmolive. Then on lower side, 800, 790 was a strong, it was a support level for the counter, and from those levels we have seen a pullback in last two trading sessions. But on the higher side, if we see, then 850, 860 is still a resistance zone. Until that time, that range is not broken. Long position in Colgate Palmolive from current level is difficult to make. Above 860, yes, stock will be good, and we can see some more short unwinding pressure, which we can take the stock to over 900 to 910 levels. So I would recommend to make long position only if stocks breaks 860 levels on higher side. In that scenario, targets will 900 to 910 levels.
Right. What would you look at in terms of K in India? 3 or 4 days of very strong movement.
Well, it still means if we see K in India, the stock is looking definitely means very good. Means after a long time, we have seen that the stock has given a breakout above its resistance zone of 145, 146 in futures, and it is trading well above that. With this, we are continuously seeing some long position getting built up. In last two trading sessions, stock has added significant amount of long positions. Today, it has added almost 8% shares in open interest. So for the medium term perspective, we are bullish on K in India. We are expecting the stock may test 180 to 190 levels in very short term. So any decline in K in India can be used to make long position. Stock has given a breakout from a range after a long time. So we're expecting that from these levels, another 20 to 30% upside is quite possible.
Right. So 20 to 30% upside. So you're looking at K in India going back to the 200 levels?
Definitely, yes. We have released a report also in K in India as a disclaimer that with a target of 200. So yes, our clients are having long positions, and we have initiated a buy coverage with a target of 200. So I would give it the same target here also.
Any view on Vedanta or Hindalco? Such strong views on those names as well?
Well, if we see whole metal sector, then after a long time, we are now seeing some buying in metal sector. Be it Vedanta, Hindalco, Tata Steel, all these metal counters are looking good from short to medium term perspective. After rally, now these stock have taken a small pause, but overall structure is still good. In Vedanta, we are expecting target of 95 to 98 in short term. So at current levels, also one can go long in Vedanta. And if we see Hindalco, then Hindalco is looking much better as compared to Vedanta. In Hindalco, we are expecting target of 92 to 95 in short term. So yeah, both these stocks are looking good, and one can initiate long position on any decline.
As far as PSU banks is concerned, any buy recommendations over there?
Well, if you see PSU banks, then at current levels, PSU banks are not looking very promising. Similarly, we see Bank Nifty, then Bank Nifty is facing resistance in the range of 15,500. We are expecting that Bank Nifty may also correct a little bit and can come in the range of 14,800, 850 levels. So from these levels, 3 to 4% correction in Bank Nifty is quite possible. If we see PSU banks, then PSU banks are all in profit booking mode, and we are expecting another 3 to 5% correction in all the PSU banks also. So at this level, I won't recommend a long position in PSU banks. But yet in private sector bank, ICICI Bank is one counter which is quite decent, and in which we are seeing quite a lot of buying interest. So ICICI Bank is looking good. So one can, if someone wants to make long position in banking, then in private sector bank, we will recommend ICICI Bank with a target of 235 to 240.